Hi guys, so today I'm doing a foundation base makeup routine. I'm not very good at doing the base makeup, it always goes horribly wrong for me. So we'll get straight on with the video. Okay, so to start with, I like to use the So Eternal body lotion, and I put this all over my face, just to be sure. I keep my skin hydrated throughout the day. Now, I'm not actually sure if it works like that, but I tend to do it anyway. When doing this, I found that if you rub it quite gently, then you don't actually make your skin any redder. So when it comes to actually applying your foundation, it's a lot easier because you have less to cover. And with any excess, I like to just very carefully wipe that across my eyelid. And I like to leave that to settle for about 2 to 3 minutes, just to be sure that it's all sunk in and not going to leave my skin oily. So it's been 2 to 3 minutes, it's sunk in nicely. If there's any parts of my face that still seem oily from the moisturiser, I like to go over with just a bit of toilet roll and just dab it off. Now, you're not actually trying to wipe it off your face, you're just trying to get rid of any excess, really. But for my foundation, I use the Collection Naturally Matte. Now, I'm not too keen on this one. When I had it in a darker shade, when I used it in the summer, it seemed to cover a lot and it worked very well. But now that I'm using the porcelain one, it still seems to cover but not as much. And now that I'm blonde, it seems to come up very orange on me. So I just like to take a little bit of that on my hand. I always seem to do a lot more than I need. I think it's generally just because I don't like going back and getting some more, so I just put a little bit more on my hand just to be sure. And I stick it on my foundation brush, just dot it on my face. Now once I've done that, just like to go in small circle motions and blend that in. At the moment I seem to have a little patch just here that doesn't actually like taking the makeup, so even if I put loads more on, that bit will never look like I've got anything on. Now once I've done that, I don't actually have any powder left, so I go straight in with just my old powder brush but with nothing on it. And I don't know how this works, it might just have loads of excess still on it, but I like to just go around my face with that and just use it as if it did have powder on it. Now I am aware that you're meant to use any concealer before you set your face, but because I don't actually put powder on it, I tend to do it after, just because it makes it show any patches where I need to add any concealer. I use the concealer from Poundland, which is Tea Tree Concealer. It's not the best concealer, but it's doing its job at the moment, and I just like to take that under my eyes, just like that. Now that's the only place I put concealer at the moment, just because after a while this concealer does build up and get a bit cakey. And then you want to take any brush you use for concealer. I use a small foundation brush that probably is a bit big for concealer, but it works. And I just kind of dab it out, so I'm not rubbing it, I'm just lightly dabbing. And the same to the other side. Like that. I then go in with bronzing pearls. Now these ones seem to have a bit of like a purplish tint to them, and I just get that on my contouring kind of brush and just take that right at the top, but in my cheekbone. Like that. And the other side. Just like that, so it's really simple. I then take the same brush and I mix the two colours. This isn't a proper contouring palette, it's just a cheap one my aunt bought me. Just mix them two colours very lightly and do the same, but I like to blend this one out a bit more and take it up into my temple. I also like to take it just across my forehead. And that's that done. So that's my finished foundation look. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not very good on foundation and base makeup, so please bear with me. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.